Hey, I know it's been quite some time since I've uploaded anything on the channel. I've been like extremely busy doing lots of office work, some of the startup work and few other things. So apologies that I wasn't able to keep you guys posted on what's happening on our front. I thought today I'll talk to you guys about AERMES, what AERMES is, what we were trying to do, what we were trying to do earlier, we are trying to do now, how we have changed the whole product vision lately. So let's get started on that. So before we go there, just take a look at this logo. So this is basically what Hermes logo is. To talk to you guys about the details of this project, let's call this project for now. So there was a friend of mine. His name is Sushil. So he used to work with Oyo USA. Oyo is basically a hotel booking accommodation company where they work with lots of the small hotel chains and give them some branding and some space so that they get bookings and they take some commission off of it. It's a unique business model. I think it's led by a guy called Ritesh Agarwal, who is the CEO of this company. So he was working with the US branch of that company. So he's very kind of equipped with some insider knowledge about travel. So on our regular outings, one day we were discussing when this ChatGPT came in, we were discussing, oh, I mean, whenever I have to book some trip today, I have to first go look for the rental cars, go check for the flights, go, research about the place, understand, what the place has to offer to me, and coordinate all of these things. So we were discussing what if we have a single tool which can assimilate and do all of these things at once. That was the initial idea that we started with. Abhijit Kumar, he used to work as applied scientist with Amazon. So he was the one who was leading this effort so far. We spent almost a year-ish on this effort. We really had a good beta, but when we gave it to the users, we started realizing that it's not really clicking with them. I mean, we actually pitched with the investors, we spoke to investors, we went to startup conference as well. So we spent like considerable amount of time on it, and we realized like with every generation of these releases of ChatGPT or Claude per se, they're more or less ironing out the details that we are going after, and people are not excited to try the product as well because it's just a chat platform. And we also realized that how often do you go on a trips where you need to like sit and plan per year, twice, once or twice or thrice if you're an affluent customer. But for lots of people, it's only once, right? So we can't really build a business on top of that as well. So then we were wondering, okay, where should it go? What should it do and everything? And eventually, the gas runs out, right? Like your interest towards the product also runs out. So in a similar way, Abhijit, yeah, for some reason, I think his interest ran out, and so he silently kind of went away from the core team. Eventually, everyone fell apart. The whole thing fell apart. But Ankit and me, there's another guy called Ankit who used to be the Abhijit's cousin. That's how I got introduced to him. So we both were still like pursuant on changing the direction of the project and taking it forward. That's how the AERMES V2.0 was born. So the core problem statement that kind of got stuck to our heads that we are working AERMES on top of it is that as of today, let's say I went on a trip to Italy, for instance, right? I went on a 10-day trip to Italy. It was a beautiful experience. I posted some Instagram pictures whatsoever. You would have, whenever you watch that pictures or those media, you would feel like, oh, I really have to go. I want to go as well. Even though you have the visas or whatsoever, you still need to figure out those logistics or whatsoever, right? So my plan is not actionable for you from the Instagram media or some highlight reels or stuff like that, right? So our main intent was whatever information that I have in my plan, that should be like super actionable for you. So the other way to put this is your journeys, whatever the journeys that we take in our life, those becomes actionable itineraries for other people to clone on those itineraries, make that theirs, live that experience again, and share that experience again with people. So it's more like a travel social platform where people share their journeys, other people use the their friends' journeys, and that's how the community grows. And eventually, once we grew the community to a point where it's a critical mass, then we'll start enabling booking and everything, and it will eventually, the idea or the eventually thought process, the direction that we have at this point is to steer in a way where you still have a single product that will do most of the heavy lifting for us when we have to go travel somewhere. And to talk about the journeys per se, journeys as a concept need not be something that you plan once in a year, those big trips for like few weeks that you go to some other like place that you wanted to visit from a long time. No, that's not the fundamental concept of journey. Journey in itself can be anything, a weekend trip that you went out with your friends, or a date night that you went with your fiance or a girlfriend or whomsoever. Or I sometimes go on these journeys of trying like 5 to 6 different places of fried chicken so that I can satisfy myself. So things like that. So journey need not be any defined notion of travel. It is just the moment you step out of your house, go experience something new, and you come back to your house. So that itself is a journey. So we want all of those to be shared among with your friends, right? Like, no, I don't think Instagram is a place to share that, right? Because you even though I watch my friend's highlight reel, I again call him back and I say, oh yeah, can you give me your itinerary? What all did you do? Did you like it or not? Like kind of share me the whole journey. So the idea of this platform now is to people to create those journeys, share those journeys, assimilate that, bookmark it, and AI will help you, organize those journeys, create your new journeys, create a cluster of those. So that's the uber high level intent of what journey is, or what AERMES V2 is trying to do in the first iteration of the product. We are almost, most of the backend stuff is done. We are working on the UI, lots of polishing that we're trying to do today. That's where we are today. Yeah, please feel free to drop in your comments and let us know if you vibe with this idea. What are the things that you would be curious, or what are the things that you would love to have as a part of this product? Yeah, please feel free to throw your ideas. We're all ears. We are looking for everything that you guys have to suggest for us. We are tentatively planning for a beta launch in mid-month of May, more or less. I'll keep you guys updated on it. With that being said, yeah, this is AERMES, and there are two reasons for me. One, this project might become big, right? It's an opportunity, but I am going to have a blast having fun learning, doing new things, right? That is the core motivation for me. It's kind of going back to what our channel motivation is. It's kind of making me unsettled from where I am, and also making me learn, and also challenging my brain in a new direction. So that's the intent of this, of why I undertook this project. And I'm also like kind of in a way resonate myself with the problem too. So yeah. So this is AERMES and this is Unsettled. Let's all get unsettled. Let's all do something, that kind of pushes us out of our comfort zones. Let's all go one step closer to the life that we want to live. So let's get unsettled, and throw in your comments.